Okay, so good evening everyone. I'm going to tackle about the information age, Gutenberg to social media. So, Johannes Gutenberg is a German blacksmith and publisher. He is also famous for having designed and built the first printing press to incorporate movable type and mechanized inking and for using his invention to produce the Gutenberg Bible. So, the period of human history typically described by the change from traditional industry to an economy based on information computerization is known as the information age, also called the computer age, the digital age, or new media age. During this age, movable type printing was introduced and the Gutenberg era was established. The information age shapes the nature of society in its underlying institutions. It has its principle, which is the massive distribution of information in an expensive manner because it is institutionalized. Next, we have the pre-Gutenberg world. According to Stacy 2008, during the time when printing press was not yet available, information could be processed in a tedious manner. Books are written and produced by hand. They were made in surfaces of clay, wax, and papyrus and parchment. The hand-produced books and the other reading materials were restricted only to those people who can't afford to buy these materials, called as the elite group of people. Information was only relayed to the other through a word of mouth of channels. Next is the post-Gutenberg Revolution. This era was described as the emergence of the Internet and the World Wide Web. This paved the way to the possible uploading and downloading of all forms of media instruments such as video, audio, and images. It enabled people to publish or spread the information. Then next we have the Gutenberg Revolution. It began with the introduction of printing, especially the movable printing press by Gutenberg. His principle existed in such a way that information could be passed on to every individual, but to access was expensive. Most books that was first printed were that religious texts of the medieval period that were initially written in Latin. But as time passed by, some books are written in local language, which made them available and understandable to common people. Scientific and geographic discoveries spread at a fast rate, as well as medical books were also published. The rise of institutionalized and mediated channel was evident during this time, and the best example was media, which can pass information through to people from all walks of life and is opened the door to exceptional mass communications. But during this period of history, to distribute information to a lot of listeners or viewers, one must have a ton of money as it was very costly. The unprecedented discovery of printing press has distributed to a lot to the world that was very impossible to books or documents written by hand making of Johannes Gutenberg, a man of history. Next is the rise of digital age. With the advent of modern technologies, printing press are not the only tools used in spreading information. Nowadays, information is readily available to pass from an individual to another, from here to event far away places. So, in rising of digital age, first we have computers, second internet, third World Wide Web, fourth electronic mail or a-mail. Next, we have computers. Computers was invented by Charles Babbage, an English mechanical engineer and considered as the father of computers. This technology was designed for mathematical calculations and simple decision-making capabilities. The mainframe computers were large room-sized computers that provide people data calculation and manipulation faster than the human brain. Personal computers also available which gave every individual access to computers. Next, we have the Internet. The Internet is a system architecture that has revolutionized communications and methods of commerce by allowing various computer networks around the world to interconnect, sometimes referred to as a network of networks. The Internet emerged in the United States in the 1970s but did not become visible to the general public until the early 1990s. By 2020, approximately 4.5 billion of people, or more than half of the world's population, were estimated to have access to the Internet. The Internet provides a capability so powerful in general that it can be used for almost any purpose that depends on information, and it is accessible by every individual who connects to one of its constituent networks. It supports human communication via social media, electronic mail or email, chat rooms, news groups, and audio and video transmission, and allows people to work collaboratively at many different locations. It supports access to digital information by many applications including the world. The Internet has provided to be a spawning ground for a large and growing number of e-business. Next is World Wide Web. The World Wide Web was invented by Sir Tim Berners-Lee, a British computer scientist. The World Wide Web, which is also known as web, it is a collection of websites or web pages stored in web servers and connected to local computers through the Internet. Users can access the content of these sites from any part of the world over the Internet using their devices such as computers, laptops, cell phones, and etc. And next is electronic mail or email. Email, it was created by V.A. Sheva Ayadurai. His claim is based on an electronic mail software called email. Its messages are transmitted and received by digital computers through a network. An email system allows computer users in a network to send text, graphics, sounds, and animated images to other users. So, these are the most commonly used social media platforms. We have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google, YouTube, and Messenger. Okay, next we have Facebook. Mark Elliott Zuckerberg is an American media magnate, internet entrepreneur, and philanthropist. He is known for co-founding Meta Platforms Incorporated and serve as chairman, chief executive officer, and controlling shareholder. He was born on May 14, 1984 in White Plains, New York, United States. His current net worth is 122 billion US dollars, that is according to Forbes International. He attended school at Harvard University in the year 2002 to 2004. Next, we have Instagram. It is a free online photo sharing application and social network platform that was acquired by Facebook in 2012. Instagram is an American photo and video sharing social networking service founded by Kevin Centrum and Mike Ridger. Facebook Incorporated acquired the service for approximately 1 billion US dollar in cash and stock. It was launched on October 6, 2010. The developers are now Meta Platforms, or formerly known as Facebook Incorporated. Next, we have Twitter. Twitter is an American microblogging and social networking service in which users post and interact with message known as tweets. Registered users can post, like, and retweet tweets, but unregistered users can only read those that are publicly available. It was founded on March 21, 2006 at San Francisco, California, United States. The CEO is Jack Dorsey as of September 30, 2015. Its headquarters are San Francisco, California, United States. Founders are Jack Dorsey, B. Stone, Evan Williams, and Noah Gloss. Next, we have Google. Google is an American multinational technology company that specializes in internet related services and products, which include online advertising, technologies, a search engine, cloud computing, software, and hardware. It was founded on September 4, 1998, at Menlo Park, California, United States. The headquarters are Mountain View, California, United States. Founders are Larry Page and Sergey Brin. Then we have YouTube. YouTube is an American online video sharing and social media platform owned by Google. It was launched on February 14, 2005 by Steve Chen, Chad Hurley, and Judd Karim at San Mateo, California, United States. It is the second most visited website with more than 1 billion monthly users who collectively watch more than 1 billion hours of videos. Next, we have Messenger. Messenger is an instant messaging app and platform developed by Meta Platforms, originally developed as Facebook Chat in 2008. The company revamped its messaging service in 2010 and subsequently released standalone iOS and Android apps in August 2011 and standalone Facebook portal. Hardware for Messenger-based calling in 2008. Later on, Facebook launched a dedicated website interface known as Messenger.com and separated the messaging functionality from the main Facebook app, allowing users to use the web interface or download one of the standalone apps. In April 2020, Facebook officially released Messenger for desktop, which supported on Windows 10 and Mac, and distributed on Microsoft Store and App Store respectively. Its developer is Meta Platforms and it is available in 111 languages. Its initial release was on August 9, 2011, and it is exactly 10 years ago.
I have a quote here. Rest if you must, but don't you quit. Ibaw kung kitang tanan nakafeel nagkapoy pero laban lang gihapon makahuman rata in God's will. Thank you.
Okay, so from Gutenberg to information age, evolution of technology has made us realize that modernization of information and communication process have become the power behind social evolution.